Tricia with through-these-eyes.com, and today I wanted to share with you a really fantastic chicken recipe. It's called Chicken as Good as It Gets. I own a Green Mountain Grill's pellet grill, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's been a lifesaver because I don't know how to grill. I'll either undercook it or it tastes like you're eating charcoal. But when I found this grill, it makes grilling a breeze because it actually has a temperature setting on it. So you can set the temperature for the exact temperature you want, and so you know how long you need to cook something. Anyway, with the grill came their little user's manual, and inside the manual they have some recipes. And one of the recipes in here, I love a lot of them, but my favorite by far is called Chicken as Good as It Gets. So I even bookmarked it here. They aren't kidding. Chicken as good as it gets. I've never had a better tasting chicken marinade. It's fantastic. So I wanted to share that with you today. 4th of July is coming up, and we're always looking for something a little new, a little different. This is one of my favorites. Of course, for the 4th of July, I'll be making ribs, but that'll be a different recipe. Anyway, so just to show you what goes into it, you start off with a half a cup of canola oil. I don't use canola oil very often, so I just buy the cheap brand when I do need to use it. A quarter cup of soy sauce. It calls for Briggs smoked amino, and I haven't been able to find that in the grocery store, so soy sauce works just as well. I believe it is 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I can't say that word. Can anybody say that word? Worcestershire W sauce. 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Fresh squeezed lemon juice would be awesome, but lemons go bad in my house, so I love lemon juice pre-squeezed. It calls for 2 teaspoons of dry mustard. I don't have dry mustard, and I know I would never use it, so I know that 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard or brown mustard is the equivalent of 1 teaspoon. Yes, is that 1 teaspoon of dry equals 1 tablespoon of the prepared Dijon or brown mustard. So I use that instead. 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 3 fresh garlic cloves, finely chopped, minced. If I don't have fresh garlic, I substitute garlic powder. That works as well. You'll need to figure out the conversions for that because I forget. I am also cheating today because it calls for 1 teaspoon of fresh parsley. And again, herbs seem to go bad in my house. They wilt, they die, so I use Italian seasoning. That's my one definite variation from this recipe, but again, the real one is on my website. But Italian seasoning works. Most people have that in their pantry, and I don't have to worry about it going bad. And then the final ingredient is probably what I think is their secret ingredient, is 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Ginger's fantastic, and I would grate it, but yeah, a friend of mine told me I could freeze it, so I'm going to try buying some fresh ginger and then freezing what I don't use for later. But for now, I have plenty of ginger, and that's what I'm going to use today. So anyway, this is what's going to go into the marinade. You mix up all of the wet ingredients in a bowl, which I have here, and then you're going to put in all the dry ingredients into the bowl, whisk it really nicely, put it into a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie, put your chicken breasts in there. It calls for 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I have them, they're in the fridge because keeping them cool. And so you put those in there, and you are going to let them marinate for 3 to 4 hours. I would let them marinate overnight, but you do need to keep, if you're going to do it during the day, which I'm going to do today, usually about every 20 minutes, half hour, at least once an hour, you need to go in there and really just massage and flip over the bag so that the seasoning, the marinade really penetrates the chicken evenly. You don't want it like over seasoned on one side. So anyway, massaging the chicken helps it get really nice and tender, really gets the flavors mixed in and in there. So, so again, I usually marinate my chicken for about 3 to 4 hours, and then then I grill it. You're gonna grill your chicken, again, because I have a pellet grill that has an actual temperature gauge on it. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna grill it at 320 degrees for 25 to 35 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken, or until it's done. If you have a thermometer, that's always best. Grill it for 25 to 35 minutes, flipping it once in your cooking. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what the marinade actually looks like. I mixed it all up, again, all the wet ingredients first, then added the dry, and then you just put it in a 1 gallon Ziploc baggie. And then to that, I'm gonna add my 4 chicken breasts that I have washed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, just so that you can see. I've washed and sort of drained them. And then this is gonna go into the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. The longer you can leave it in the refrigerator, you know, about 4 or 5 hours, it's great. I like to make sure that the seasonings are really well blended and the flavor gets picked up really nicely. Anyway, I try to remove a lot of the air out of the bag and seal that up nice and tight. And then I just roll it. You can see it's a nice dark flavor. Now this it's not a barbecue sauce, it is a marinade, but the chicken really has some flavor, really has some color when it's done. Anyway, you want to massage it a little bit to really get the flavors mixed in. You know, they say oil and vinegar, you know, I pound the chicken a little bit. But anyway, that's going to be pretty good, at least for now. And then this is going to go, again, in my refrigerator for at least 3 hours. And roughly every 20 minutes or a half hour or so, I'm going to go in, because, you know, when it goes into the refrigerator, I'm going to just place it in there like that. And in about a half an hour or so, I'm going to come in and I'm going to flip it over like that. And then that'll just kind of let the chicken sit in that marinade for a good long time. And then in about, I'd say 4 hours, let's say, I'm going to start grilling. So I will see you then. Hi again. It's been about 4 hours since the first video, and I've just set in the pieces of chicken. This is my Green Mountain Grill's pellet grill. So you can see the logo here. That's a Green Mountain Grill's pellet grill, and it's trying to get up to temperature. It was at 320, and it's dropped a little bit since I opened the hood. But the chicken is in there. I grilled, I actually made 2 batches, so there's more than just 4 chicken breasts in there right now, but that's what it looks like on the grill. And we'll be checking back with that in about 15 minutes to flip those, and then we'll be good to go. All right, well, almost be good to go. I still have to make a side dish, but can't wait. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, and we are all done. The chicken is all done. It cooked for approximately 35 minutes or so. I grilled them on one side for about 20 minutes. Then I flipped them over and cooked them for just a little over another 10 minutes or so, so maybe 32 minutes. Anyway, they are perfect, nice brown color with some really good grill marks. They are so tender and moist. They smell absolutely delicious. So it's about time that I go and make a side so that I can have some dinner. Please check out my website for the complete recipe. My website again is through-these-eyes.com, through-these-eyes.com. Don't forget the dashes or you'll end up at a photography studio or something. But anyway, through-these-eyes.com. You can find me on Facebook. Please follow me on Twitter. If you like this recipe, please share it and come back often. I should have more recipes coming up real soon. My next one, I believe, is going to be my ribs recipe. I love my ribs, and 4th of July is coming, like I said, so that's what I'm making for 4th of July. Anyway, see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.